So this is the Kenwood KR-8010 that I got. I can't believe it, for 250 bucks. It's immaculate and really enjoying it. I've not had a monster before, and this thing puts out 130 watts per channel. What I've had for the last 10 years is my 2245 Marantz, which I also love. Not as much power, but anyway, my system, I've only got one pair of speakers, and so I thought, well, I want to run both receivers, so I got this switcher box for speaker inputs, which does really well. But then I was like, I want to take it a step further. I really like the sound of the Marantz, the preamp of it, but I wanted to use the power that the Kenwood has without losing being able to use this receiver by itself and this one by itself. So I got one of these. It's an RCA switcher box. I made the labels last night, and this is the input selector, which I've labeled preamp because I've got the Kenwood preamp out coming into this box, and then the Marantz preamp out coming into this box. And then over here I can choose what power amp to send it to. So think of this as like jumper cables that are pre-wired, and I can just switch them to whatever combination I got. So I can get really probably up to 4 different receiver kind of sounds. So right now I've got the Kenwood playing. If I flick it to Marantz, which I have that volume turned up more, so we've got a volume increase there. Okay. Now I've got the Marantz pre going into the Kenwood's power amp, which I find to be the best combination. If I flick over to Marantz, this is going to be now the power amp of the Marantz. So this is my 2245 just playing by itself, standard. And then I'm not sure why I would do it, but I could send the Kenwood's preamp into my Marantz for the power. Now, how do I do all my inputs? So I do have my Shipmodi DAC. On this, I've got my CD player playing. I can flick this up and I can get my AirPlay, which I love doing, wireless streaming and it's CD quality. And then the last switch here is my Lightning USB cable. So when I plug my iPhone in, I can get high-res playback on Tidal and Apple Music and stuff like that. What about the record player? I got one record player, so I went ahead and ran it into the phono stage of the Marantz, which I thought sounded a little bit better, and I'm running tape out up to the Kenwood. And I've got to say, there's really no sound quality difference or loss of anything using this entire setup. So let's just... Okay, so there's the record player, and that's playing again Kenwood preamp to the Marantz, or I can just do the Marantz. If I want to play out to the Kenwood, that's not hard to do. That's my speaker selector, and I can go from the Marantz to the Kenwood, or Kenwood on its own. Anyway, I thought I'd show my setup. I don't know if it's a unique thing or if it's something that anybody would be interested in, but effectively I've got 4 different receiver sounds from 2 receivers. So I think that's pretty cool.